Hey there guys, it's your boy Acris. We're back with some Trails of Cold Steel. Right now we're with our girl Fee here, looking adorable as always. And we just finished doing everything for today, so all we gotta do is head into the hotel. Wait, but before we get started, shout out to my boy Gamer. I know he was telling me about how he likes costumes more than, you know, the school uniform. I quite like the school uniform. I think what I'll do is I'll wear the school uniform most of the time at school hours, I guess, and then we'll rock the casual wear, because I did get the casual. I also got some Sepiv and a little bit of healing items, I believe. I already bought it, so let's just equip it. We got Emma. And I don't really know what all of these look like. I seen it from the picture when you're purchasing them, but I didn't really get a good look. So let's see. Okay. If he looks like a little Girl Scout, right? Or something. A Girl Scout. She's very cute. This is very cute. I like this. And it kind of fits like Berea hard for some reason to me. Maybe it's just the way it looks at this hour.
It's my turn.
This is top tier. I'm sorry. This is top tier. This is like that mature, like woman in her late 30s maybe. I like this. This is the vibe right here. Emma doing a damn thing with this. I can't lie. This might be my favorite out of the bunch. Let's see though. Somebody might top it.
Here we go.
Okay, Rean. Something casual, you know. I like the detail on his strings, because let's be real here. Nobody has even strings for too long. That next day you wake up, put your hoodie on, it's fucked up already. Let's be real. I like the boots. I got some like this, but mine are all black, and the two belts that are on mine are silver, not gold. But my shoes are all black. I wear them sometimes, usually during the fall. This is a good fit.
Very well.
Okay, we got Jusis. This is a great fit. This is top tier. This is good. This is some shit I wear in the fall, honestly. I'm usually a sneakerhead though. I like sneakers and stuff, but during the fall and winter down south, sometimes it's a little too much for me, so I like rocking stuff like this too. This is great. This might be right behind Emma for me.
My turn.
We don't have Machias in. Okay, Machias. This dude looked like he done aged up 15 more years on him. I like it. Honestly, look like some shit Dudley would wear. He really looks like him too. I like that. Machias is okay. It's probably my least favorite out of them. Let's not waste too much time though. You guys aren't here for that. End the day's field study and return to the hotel. Now let's return to the hotel. Yeah, let me know down below which one is your favorite outfit. That's father. Huh? What? I'm terribly sorry for not coming to greet you, father. Although I'm here but for a short time, I, Jusis, have returned to. Enough. Duke Albarea. As I informed Rufus, you may do as you wish while you're here. However, you will do nothing that brings shame upon myself, nor upon the Albarea name. Please be ever mindful of your position and what you represent. Yes, Father. Would it be too much to ask for you to introduce yourself to my class? I have no time for pleasantries. Should I require anything of you, you will be contacted. Okay, obviously I already don't give too much of a shit about the guy from what was going on with Keldick and everywhere. You know, he's running the show. But I'm not really feeling how he's, talking to my boy Jusis right now. It's kind of getting under my skin a bit. What a joke of a father you got. My question is, I bet, how much you guys want to bet? First of all, I really feel bad for him because this shit just happened in front of everyone. But how much do you guys want to bet? How much mirror you want to bet that he doesn't treat Rufus the same way? Watch that. How he treats him is very different from how Rufus get treated. I will bet any amount of mirror on it. What was that all about? Fee, that's not really... That was the almighty Duke Albarea, was it? The head of one of the 4 great houses and the man in charge of this entire province. Indeed. And by some strange twist of fate, my father as well. Jusis. I've spoken out of turn. Forget I said that. Today's workload has made me hungry. Shall we return to our rooms and find something to eat? That sounds good to me. I'm starving. Yeah, they look so cool. At this point, Rean and the others returned to their rooms for a much-needed shower. Then, after a short rest, they headed to a restaurant in the central plaza for dinner. Yeah, I could just tell the vibes for Duke Albarea. Oh, man. I might slap his old ass. Might slap him right across his face.
The breeze here feels wonderful.
You're talking like he don't give a damn about his own kid. All the dude was trying to do was introduce him to his classmates. He didn't even have the time for that. Are you serious?
The food was delicious too. Agreed.
I can see why this restaurant is popular with the nobles.
No, is this the place that Jusis mentioned that he would come to often?
Do you dine here often, Jusis?
I do. The chef has been good to me since I was a child. I was practically raised on this food.
Yeah, at least he seems fond of that memory. I'm not sure if it's good that he was raised on it. You know, it's much nicer eating at the table with your folks. At least that's how it was for us.
How typical. Even in your dining habits, you nobles subsist on unnecessary luxury.
Yeah, spoken like a true commoner, right, Machias?
Though I can't deny the quality of the food.
It wasn't just tasty, but warm too.
And what do you mean by that? I mean, shouldn't all food be warm if you just sat down at the table to eat it? Or do you mean it in a different way?
Yes. For a high-class restaurant, the chef seems to have used a lot of very healthy ingredients. Perhaps he's doing his part to ensure Jusis stays in good health.
I wouldn't doubt it.
What's up, man? You got something to say, or you waiting on someone else to ask you?
I wonder what Group B is doing right now.
Probably making big waves. Hell, you got Laura over there with Gaius? Lisa and Elliot? That is a deadly four.
We had this exact same conversation in our group last month, too. I'm sure they're hard at work over in St. Arc. Probably nothing to worry about.
Oh, for sure.
It was Celtic for you last month, right?
It was.
So you were thinking of us on the first night?
We were.
Yeah. After dinner, we were wondering how Group B was getting on.
Although, to be honest, we kind of figured it wasn't too great.
Dare I ask?
Well,
Nowhere near as peacefully as now.
Yeah, we figured as much.
This is a big improvement.
Oh, look at Fee's little hat.
I kind of figured that much.
Yeah.
we are doing much better this time. That much is true.
Yeah, I'm surprised this lasts this long, especially since Makis keeps throwing shots, but Jusis hasn't responded to most of them. The last few that he's done.
Huh? And I'm sure our reports will reflect that.
The question is, how long is it gonna last though? Hopefully they keep it up.
It is an improvement, though I'm not convinced it's good enough.
Well, yeah, because you guys still can't even do a combat link. That's the problem.
It's not?
I'm certain Group B gave their absolute best in all of their tasks today.
Without a doubt.
But can we honestly say the same? That we could have done no better? And I'm referring not just to the monster encounter, but to the handling of our other tasks as well.
I mean, well, you can't strive for absolute perfection, Jusis, but maybe you could have worked a little harder.
We'll just have to try and make up for it in the day we have left.
That's pretty much all we can do.
Besides, we have the chance to catch sight of a far bigger problem.
Yeah, we did. That flying girl, that was crazy.
Yes, that's true.
First, we find out taxes are rising throughout the province. Then, we find out the military is being expanded on a grand scale.
Yep. Although, that first one isn't too surprising. The fact that the fort was upgraded is crazy, but, you know, yeah. But what they're going on with behind the scenes?
Don't even try to tell me the two aren't related.
But the most surprising thing to me is the little girl that escaped from the orcs' fort after invading it. How the hell did she get away? I mean, I know she was flying and everything, but man, it's just the fact that she was able to get away. You'd think a fort like that would be locked down. But she must be skilled as all hell.
I have no intention of denying it. But you're only looking at one side of the coin.
As Machias always does for the most part.
Exactly how many Oxen tanks do you think the Imperial Army has under their control?
Well,
Answer the question, Machias.
100 or 2, I'd guess.
Precisely. The Imperial Army's military capabilities are enormous. This nation has one of the most powerful armed forces on the continent. And roughly 70% of it is under the Chancellor's control. Tell me, how is the Noble Alliance supposed to counter that?
He's speaking facts. All of that shit is under control of Chancellor Osborne himself. And that is a dangerous man. A very dangerous man.
So you're suggesting that's why the provincial army needs to bolster its forces?
Considering both sides are comprised of Erebonians, it all seems so wasteful.
But that's how it goes though, Rean. And sometimes it be your own folks.
travails of youth. How noble and beautiful they are.
I was about to say, who the fuck is this? But just by the way that he's speaking, it is no doubt Bleublanc. Without a doubt.
It's you.
Yeah, you could just tell by the way he speaks.
Baron Bleublanc, I believe?
This guy's showing up everywhere. Y'all didn't tell me I was gonna have to live my life in Berea hard like this. Always sick to my stomach. What's wrong with y'all in the comments never telling me this stuff?
It's such an honor that you would remember a mere baron.
No, I'm just trolling. I always want to find a reason to blame y'all. for no real reason.
I see you completed a hard day's work already. How splendid!
Like, even though I'm hating on him, you gotta understand, I mess with Bleublanc a little bit. A little bit. But I also hate him at the same time. Like, if you're somebody that didn't play the other games, man, and go through all them Bleublanc side quests, you don't really know the pain.
Yes, nearly.
What about you?
Alas, I have yet to be blessed with the fateful encounter I seek.
The fateful encounter you seek, huh? That have anything to do with beauty? Or are you actually being serious for once?
The search for beauty is filled with perils and obstacles, yet that is precisely what makes it all so beautiful.
Of course, we already knew what he was gonna say. Let's be real here. And didn't you already find that? Was it not Chloe? Was it not Olivier? Nah, those are his rivals. His rivals in beauty. The fact that Chloe is one is crazy. Hey, shout out to Chloe. That's your bus girl. Now here we go.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
I most certainly will.
Ew, why did he do it? Why he laugh like that? That boy turned into Mickey or Goofy.
Though it truly is a pity that the clear air of this verdant city should be tinged, if but faintly, with the scent of steel.
Oh, he's saying it should be. Oh, so he wants shit started. He said the scent of steel. Nah, he trying to say, relax, Jusis.
I'd heard that Duke Albarea was a man of many interests, but I was unaware he counted playing with fire among them.
Now let him get to you.
I don't condemn him for it, though, for only by playing with fire can one create fireworks.
Now, Bleublanc loves running his mouth. That's one thing about him. But sometimes, it's almost like Lecter. Like Lecter, when he tells you something, it's good to pay attention to some of these people. Especially people like Lecter and Kilika. Because they say stuff in a roundabout way. It could offend you at first, but then it could be a message. You really gotta lock in with some of them talk.
Would you not agree, my friends?
I don't like your implications.
And I think this whole line of conversation is a little inappropriate.
Oh, please do pardon me, young lady. I meant no harm, I assure you.
Yeah, him getting sassy.
I wish you well on your remaining day here. May you reveal to me the beauty I seek by its end. Be it the lovely luster of success or the sad splendor of failure.
You get the hell out of here and don't show up again for a while.
Who does he think he is? This is why I can't stand nobles.
I thought you might say that.
I think everybody thought he was gonna say that.
If it makes you feel better, though, I have my doubts as to whether that man truly is a noble to begin with.
You'll be real surprised to find out that that's the Phantom Thief.
What?
His behavior seems so exaggerated. Almost as if he's trying to act like the quintessential noble, like he's fulfilling the stereotype.
Yeah, something about him feels off to me, too.
You might find out soon enough about him.
But what's even stranger
He's a problem
is
now.
that he knew we only have one day left here.
You're right.
We told him of our field study, but never once did we divulge how long we intended to remain here.
Now, he's probably got a lot more information on you guys than that. And that's just being real with you.
Between him and that silver object?
Yeah, that's what I'm very curious about. The girl riding that combat shell. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying combat shell. It could not even be a combat shell. It just looked like it a little bit. It happened so fast.
We've been crossing paths with a lot of strange people today.
Well, tomorrow's the end of our stint here.
Yeah, it feels like we've barely been here.
We can't let ourselves get distracted. We still have a lot to do.
That's right. We have to do our group proud.
Exactly.
We should return to the hotel and begin work on our reports then.
Oh yeah, forgot they got to do that. Talk about a chore. Oh, I thought they was gonna show somebody watching. You know, when they pan the screen like that, sometimes someone is always lurking. That's Emma. No, you can see. The boys. Can't sleep.
Can't get to sleep.
I could ask you the same.
Yeah, look at Machias back there. Yo, you can tell Machias is playing like he's asleep. Yeah, you know when you're not supposed to be up late. It's like 2 in the morning or something when you're young, and you try to roll over a little bit. Yeah, you can tell he's not asleep. Machias is hilarious. You're not asleep, buddy.
You aren't going to tell me the bed's too hard for you, are you?
Yo, a bed can never be too hard for me. At one point, I was sleeping on the floor.
I wouldn't dream of it.
About as hard as it's gonna get.
I've never slept in a bed this high class in my life. Not even back at home.
And yet you're the son of Baron Schwarzer.
I mean, maybe Baron Schwarzer, maybe he just likes it casual. Maybe he's not too uppity. And that's not even me trying to take a shot. But I swear, did Rean say he was like near the country where he was? Maybe that also ties into it.
You've not lived the life one might expect of a boy from a noble family.
Yeah, that's just how my dad is. A lord should live like his people, not above them. That's how he always put it.
That's fire. Nah, Baron Schwarzer is top tier, it sounds like it.
I see. It sounds as though you have a good family.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for my upbringing.
The music cut off.
Aren't you going to ask?
Oh, this is what I thought he was gonna say earlier at the table. When he had the ... He got a little quiet. I thought he's gonna, be on some serious stuff about his, pops or just his situation.
I assumed you'd be curious about that brief exchange with my father earlier.
Well, for me personally, I'm not the type that brings up stuff for people, I'm more so the type that I would rather you just, open up to me if you feel like it. Especially, with private matters. Now, if it's something really serious and I know something is wrong, but I'm talking about on the next level serious, then I will intervene. But for something like what just took place today with him, it's not my place. But if you want to speak about it, I would listen to you.
I wasn't really sure you'd want me to bring that up.
Yeah, and it'd be especially hard with Jusis because you're so distant, man. Like if this was coming from Elliot or Gaius or someone, you probably could bring it up. But Jusis, you damn near treat everyone like you don't like anyone. So it's kind of hard.
You obviously get along really well with your brother, but I didn't get that same sense with the Duke.
Yeah, he kind of treated you pretty roughly. That's why I want to know how he treats Rufus, because I got a feeling that he treats Rufus way better than Jusis.
Has he always been like that?
As far back as I can remember. I suppose he just has little respect for a son born to a commoner.
From a son born to a commoner?
What?
Wait, so his mother is a commoner?
My brother and I have different mothers.
Oh, wow. What the? Bro, you guys look just alike. Damn, his genes were strong as hell. Your dad's genes was hella strong, because you two look like identical twins, if you ask me.
He was born of my father's legal wife, a noble who still lives to this day.
Okay, so Rufus is... Okay. Now I'm quite confident in my take that Rufus is treated better than Jusis. And it's simply because of what he's saying right now. Rufus, in his eyes, is a real noble. But Jusis is half commoner in his eyes.
My own mother, however, was a commoner, and she passed away 8 years ago.
8 years ago, huh? When he was a kid.
In other words, I am his bastard son.
I had no idea. So, was that chef we met earlier?
He's my uncle, on my mother's side.
Oh, wow. Yo, the way they tie into stuff is crazy. Now it makes sense why Jusis was saying he grew up, on that food. His uncle was, looking out for him and taking care of him.
Perhaps that's why he's always been so good to me.
I mean, that's great, though. At least you had someone in your corner. It doesn't seem like your father gave a damn about you.
Or perhaps he's simply compelled to treat me as I deserve to be treated, being the son of the Duke.
I don't really think that's the case.
No, that can't be.
The way he was talking, it didn't feel like it.
I don't blame you for being a little cynical, but there's no need to be quite so hard on yourself.
I suppose you're right.
Yeah, you don't want to get stuck in that sort of mindset, man. You'll start feeling like that way about everything. Like any sort of connection you make.
I'm sure you have your differences.
Oh, that first time, I thought he was gonna say something else.
But you do get along with your brother, right?
You could say that. He's treated me well ever since I was taken in 8 years ago. He was the one who taught me my swordsmanship, and who trained me in the ways of court etiquette.
Yeah. Okay, so he did a lot for you. In terms of getting you ready for this military academy, for sure.
I knew it.
pardon?
There's just something honest, I guess you could say, about the way you fight. It shows that whoever taught you was someone you really trusted.
It's crazy that you could read that much into swordsmanship. It's pretty cool.
When we first met him this afternoon, I had a hunch he might have been the one. What's wrong?
Nothing at all. You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
I mean, you shouldn't really have to stick to the whole noble and commoner thing. Just look at him as him.
I get that a lot.
Just an unnecessary label, really.
Is your injury from this afternoon on the mend?
Are you still worried about that? Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. But then again, Emma did some sort of voodoo witchcraft technique. That was crazy. He started talking ancient language.
It's fine, honestly. There's no pain, and the wound's closed up like it was never there. I'll have to be sure to thank Emma's grandmother for her help someday.
Yeah, for sure. Not only thank her, but I want to meet her. Like, who is that? Who are you?
That's good to hear. Still, from where I stand, you are something of a danger to yourself.
Yeah, he said you're a danger to yourself. Now, that's true.
I am?
That's true. I think I was seeing something similar. I was shocked because he didn't have enough time to deflect the attack with his weapon. It's one thing to protect someone while you're still able to protect yourself, but he was not able to protect himself. He was only able to protect them. It could have been a way worse situation. Like without Emma there or anything, dude, you could have been messed up, man. Or just think if he wasn't there to actually take it down. No one else there would have been capable of doing it.
On the day of the entrance ceremony, when the trapdoor opened beneath us,
yeah, he jumped to save Elisa.
You acted instantly to protect Elisa. It wasn't even a moment's hesitation.
Ah.
In most cases, one would reflexively act to protect himself. It's part of man's natural survival instinct.
This is true.
Yet you put another before yourself, not even pausing to question the validity of that decision.
Now, like when he breaks it down like this, you gotta realize how crazy that sounds.
And you did exactly the same thing with us today.
The situation here was even crazier, though.
I'm sure most people would see that as an act of selflessness and sing your praises for it. But to me, it comes across as abnormal, perhaps even twisted.
Yeah, it's scary. It really is.
I don't know how to respond to that.
To be fair, I wouldn't actually know either. Because he really just laid it out there. But it's the truth. That's why it threw me off too. I was like, bro, he didn't even have his weapon to be able to protect himself.
I wasn't expecting you to see through me quite so clearly.
Well, I owed you as much for having seen through me first. Still, the point stands. You need to be more cognizant of the effects your actions have on those around you. If not for your health and for your reputation, that selflessness of yours can just as easily be perceived as arrogance after all.
You can.
I know it can, and you're not the first person to tell me that. What's the point in saving others if you can't spare even a moment to save yourself? That's what my old master always used to say to me.
Yun Kafai, huh?
Was it now?
It's cool. We'll talk bro to bro, heart to heart. Machias, why you pretending to be asleep, buddy? Yeah, join in. Oh, we got a smile out of our boy Jusis here.
I suppose we both have some things we need to work through.
You know, just gotta take it one step at a time.
Yeah, but for now, we need to get a good night's sleep. If we stay up too late tonight, we're going to be dead to the world tomorrow, and that wouldn't be fair to the others.
I agree. It wouldn't be fair. To the girls, at least.
Yeah, taking it straight.
I'd hate to be so tired as to limit my potential.
Here, here. Good night, Jusis.
Pleasant dreams.
My man hit him with the pleasant dreams. Shout out my boy Jusis, man. I knew you were awake, bro. I knew he was awake. You can't. Nobody in the history can fool anyone when it comes to this fake sleeping shit. That to the side, in this angle right here, you're not asleep. I want to know what you think about his situation, about his mother being a commoner.
Drinks are on me someday.
Be quiet, Sarah. Field study day 2. Let's get it. What task do we got today? Here's the envelope Lord Rufus entrusted to me. Please take it and study its contents well. You received the field study envelope from me. Thank you. Much appreciated. If you'll excuse me then, should you require anything further, please do not hesitate to let me know. Alright, well, let's see what my brother has given us for today. Yeah, I'm kind of anxious. Field study day 2, assigned task. Only 2? The bite of nostalgia. I'd like to request someone's help in gathering a number of ingredients I need to make a particular nostalgic dish. For more details, come find me at Sorcière, a restaurant in Central Plaza. The North... I always want to say... Well, how do you say it? They say it 2 different ways. Is it the Croydon? I think that's how Emma said it. North Croydon Highway Monster. We have received word that a dangerous monster roams the North Croydon Highway. This is bad news for our hotel, so may I ask someone to please take care of it? The monster, the Venus man-trap. Uh-oh. The stone bridge leading towards Celtic on the North Croydon Highway. Another well-balanced assortment. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Rufus had predicted what happened yesterday from the very start. Think that's why he was leaving out? You're saying he intended to give us a first-hand look at the problems between the nobles and the commoners. If that's true, I'm impressed. His reputation is well earned. Sure does seem that way. I believe that's enough talk about my brother. We have only 1 day left before we must depart on our return voyage to Trista. We should set out as...
Duke Albarea.
Okay, it's got voiced all of a sudden.
What is it, Machius Regnitz?
What is it, Machius Regnus? The way you said that was hilarious.
I will accept no more failures. Today, we will form a combat link.
Bro, are you saying this all? Yeah, he's saying this because he listened in on the conversation and he felt some type of way about it. There's no way any other time Marcus would have never done this.
What?
Yo, it got him shook. He's like, what are you talking about?
As much as I may dislike you, I'm ashamed that we were unable to do what every other member of our class has accomplished.
That's true, you're the only two that can't.
Today's monster extermination request seems as good a chance as any to make up for yesterday's failure. What did you say?
You really are simple-minded, aren't you?
Damn! I like Jusis' insults. I mean, it's so casual about it.
I suppose you overheard our conversation last night and feel some kind of affinity toward me now?
No, that's really what it is. Now, don't try to play it off.
I did no such thing.
Don't try to play it off.
I was fast asleep while you yammered on about your family and Rean and...
Oh, boy. Give it up, Marcus.
Marcus.
That's pretty conclusive.
Very well. I accept. I'll be happy to show you what a proper combat link looks like.
Hey, this the kind of the shit talk y'all gotta have. The rivalry, but not the personal shit where it's real personal.
We'll see about that. Fortunately, I have more than enough generosity of spirit to endure being paired with an arrogant noble like you.
Maybe today's field study will go more smoothly than yesterday's after all.
Hopefully so. We just gotta see if they can make that combat link work.
Lord Jusis.
Oh.
Arno? What brings you here? I would have expected you to be at my father's side.
I'm terribly sorry I could not greet you upon your arrival yesterday.
What are you doing here?
However, I have come today in the capacity of an escort.
Of an escort? What, for Jusis? He's leaving?
An escort? To where? I'm sure you must be aware that I returned to Bereahard purely as part of a field study for my academy work.
Yeah. Although his father did say if he needed him, you know, if he regarded his need, he would, you know, I guess call him up. I guess this is his way.
But of course, however, His Grace has directly requested that I escort you to the mansion. So I would be most appreciative if you'd accompany me without delay.
Father? He showed no signs of desiring my company when we spoke yesterday.
This is true.
I am in no position to question or oppose his orders, merely to obey them. I'm sure you understand.
This situation, it kind of blows. Because Jusis is like, oh, he wanted nothing to do with me the other day, so why now of all times when I'm about to get started with my field study task? And then this guy is just trying to do his job and escort him, you know, without too much of a hassle.
Though while I hesitate to speculate, I do wonder if His Grace may feel some regret regarding his demeanor yesterday.
Yeah, I got a feeling that's not the case whatsoever.
But...
Go with him.
I mean, you really feel like you don't have too much of a choice, man.
We can attempt to form a combat link another time.
We'll be able to handle the morning's tasks just fine on our own. Don't worry about us.
It sucks though, because he's missing out on this bit of experience. And I don't actually mean experience for the character. I mean in general. Like the task and stuff.
Huh. You've come all the way back to your hometown. It would be a shame not to visit with your family, right?
A family like his? I don't know. I mean, Rufus is you know, he seems like a solid stand-up guy, but who knows? His dad seems like a Piece of shit.
Agreed.
Are you certain?
But hopefully that bad impression was just a bad impression. It doesn't make him as trash as I feel like he is.
Very well. I'll return this afternoon. And though I will worry as to how you'll fare without me, I know you'll at least give it your best, for what that's worth.
Honestly, I like having Jusis in my party. He even has a delay move and everything.
Of course we will.
All right, let's meet back in the hotel lobby around noon. If something comes up, just leave a message at the front desk.
Understood.
Yeah, I got a feeling something will come up.
Lead the way, Arno.
Gladly, sir. Please excuse us.
The fact that this happened right now of all times, I don't know, man.
Well, let's get started. We wouldn't want to give Jusis any further reason to worry, now would we?
Huh, certainly not. Still...
What? What is it? If you have something to say, just say it.
Yeah, this guy Maki is he's on the quickest pace of changing in history. Overnight changing is sensational.
Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
She's probably thinking, the worst is over, and it's all thanks to your eavesdropping.
Damn.
Good boy.
That's crazy.
Just stop that! Just stop looking at me like I'm some hapless babe. Rean, you do know I still haven't completely forgiven you for lying, don't you?
Damn, he said you're not off the hook though. But you were just talking to us so casually.
Are you still hung up on that?
And Emma, I hope you're ready to score second on our midterms because I'm not about to lose to you again.
Yeah, I don't think you beating her, I'll be real. That's her whole reason she got to the academy. Good luck.
But don't even think about giving those exams any less than your very best. I intend to best you when you're in top form.
I'm rooting for you a little bit, I guess.
You will?
Oh, look at Emma. Emma's so cute. Well, I mean, I already told you guys before, I do like girls with glasses.
And as for you, Fee, I've been wanting to say this for a long time now. Sleeping in class is an affront to our education.
Yeah, he's getting on everybody. He's way too pressed about what just took place.
You need to start treating classes more seriously. Listen, take proper notes. Raise your hand now and then. And stop covering your ears when I'm talking to you.
I can't hear you.
He is childish.
Anyway, we've got a lot to do, so how about we get to it?
That was too petty.
Right.
Jusis temporarily left the party. That was hilarious. That was a good moment. He is funny. That's a funny ass character.